In this video, we are going to talk about the Nakshtras or lunar mansions in Vedic astrology. We're going to talk about what these lunar mansions are, what these Nakshtras are, and a little bit about them. But before we begin, I do request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you can be notified every time I post a video. So let's get started. Now, this is something that's used very prominently in Vedic astrology. It's a very prominent component of Vedic astrology, right? So lunar mansions or nakshatras, very simply put, are smaller divisions of a sign. For example, let's take Aries, right? Aries is the first zodiac sign. So let's take Aries. Now, the sign of Aries is about 30 degrees. It is 30 degrees, right? 30 degrees. Now, these 30 degrees will be divided up, right? Each division will be 13.2 degrees. So 13.2 degrees, 13.2 degrees, and then 13.2 degrees. And if you've done your math by now, you'll know that the third nakshatra will spill into the sign of Taurus, right? So nakshatras, in a way, are nothing but a smaller division of a sign. Generally speaking, if you're using the equal nakshatra system, which most astrologers do, then it's 13.2 degrees, 13.2 degrees, 13.2 degrees. So every 13.2 degrees of the zodiac, you will have a nakshatra. The nakshatra will change, right? The lunar mansion will change. For example, Aries, Ashwini nakshatra. Then you have Bharani nakshatra. Then you have Kritika nakshatra, which spans from Aries to Taurus. So the first thing we want to keep in mind is that nakshatras are smaller divisions of a sign. A sign is 30 degrees. Nakshatra is 13.2 degrees. The second thing we want to keep in mind with a nakshatra is that nakshatras can spill over two signs, right? As you just saw. Ashwini, the first nakshatra, 13.2 degrees. Bharani, the second nakshatra, 13.2 degrees. Now, if we add these two, we come to 26.4 degrees, right? And the sign finishes at 30 degrees. So the next nakshatra will be spilling in to the sign of Taurus. That's the second thing we want to keep in mind. The third thing we want to keep in mind is that there are 27 nakshatras or lunar mansions, right? Generally 27. There is also another nakshatra, Abhijit nakshatra, which is the 28th nakshatra, but generally that is not used in analysis, right? The 27 nakshatras are used. Now, the nakshatras are based on the fixed stars, right? So each nakshatra has its own prominent fixed star. It's a major fixed star, you can say, right? So, for example, let's take the nakshatra of Magha, right? This nakshatra has Regulus as its prominent fixed star. So each nakshatra has its fixed star, that is the prominent one, and that's where the nakshatra comes from in a way. For example, take Kritika nakshatra. That is based on the Pleiades, right? So basically, nakshatras are based on the fixed star, and there are 27 nakshatras, which tells you that at least 27 prominent fixed stars. So that's the nakshatra, the lunar mansion in a nutshell. And I just wanted to put out a video that explained this in a simple way. And another thing I want to say is that in Vedic astrology, yes, this is the most commonly used system where the nakshatras are divided up equally, right? But there's also an unequal nakshatra system where each nakshatra is of a different size. Some of them are really big, some of them are really small. So that's also another system that you should just be aware of. So I hope this video was useful in some way. I hope it clarified what nakshatras and lunar mansions are in a way. And now I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.